Hey there guys, JazzBricks here, and today I'm here to do another video. In today's video will be a review on the bootleg LEGO Young Justice minifigures. So on to Robin, and his build wise, this probably has to be the next best thing to Artemis's, not like terms of design, but I mean, yeah, well, I mean, guess design, but like in terms of like this is fits the character. This probably has to be the next best, considering that first off you get this bomb piece, which is nice, but I mean it's just like rocky, and then you just think of that because of the Batcave, obviously. But one thing I do nitpick about is that this has 2 in it, and Nightwing does not, and it's like Nightwing has 2 staffs, so if someone wanted to hold this up on like having the staffs held up, it's like you can't, but you can put his rod there or there, whichever one pleases you more, and yeah, basically that's it for this build. So yeah, there you go. It's really cave-like. So onto the figure of Robin himself, and starting out with the one obvious thing, his accessory, and that is basically just a rod. Gosh darn it, a gray rod piece, and it's symbolizing a staff, so I mean that's accurate and it works well. God, why do I keep dropping this? But yeah, so his face is that's one thing I want to talk about. His face is too stern for me, and it looks too much like too old. If one thing I would have done is I would have switched Nightwing's face and Tim's face. This is Tim Drake, by the way. Nightwing's face and Tim's, or no, this is actually Dick Grayson. God. Dick Grayson from the show, and then yeah, Dick Grayson from later on the show, but that's not really designed for Nightwing. Yeah, you know, never mind. Gosh, but yeah, so I would have switched the faces for both of them, but I mean kept the mask for both faces. Like put Nightwing's mask on Tim's face, and then put Tim's face or Tim's mask on Nightwing's face, and then switch the faces. If you understand that, then yeah, cool for you. But other than that, the face is actually pretty cool. He has that hairpiece, which you actually get 3 of in this wave, so that's cool. But he has that kind of like messy hairpiece in black. And then you have a yellow cape. Yay, yellow cape for Robin, which we have not gotten since 2006 from official LEGO. But I mean, that's a good thing. He has plain peach arms, black hands, black legs. Leg printing isn't too overdone. He has foot printing and sort of continuation printing on his legs, and belt. Oh, sorry, I just got distracted. He has belt printing, which is actually the belt printing is really cool. I'm surprised, not really surprised they didn't do it, but I mean I'm just guessing that they would have, you know, put it on the belt. I mean the belt on the torso, because that's what sort of like official LEGO does. And then I'm not sure if any other like online sellers do it, like customizers for on eBay, but I was just thinking that I mean it looks cool either way. But yeah, so basically he has that R on his chest and burgundy torso, and that's pretty much it for Robin. If you take this over, because he has back printing, which the back printing is actually really well done. I commend them on that. And then the belt printing, which I think it's sort of plain on the back, but it really doesn't matter, as he will most likely have a cape on either way. But yeah, basically that's Robin. I know this is actually the quickest part probably I've done, but yeah, so I haven't been talking about the character much, but I mean he's Batman's protege, not much to talk about Robin. I mean I like the design of this one. It's actually a really nice design, so yeah, there you go with that. On to Dick Grayson, Nightwing, yeah. But so there is Nightwing and his build. So this is just so awkward of a build. I don't understand how they would think this reminds you of Nightwing. I mean, maybe if you put this in his apartment or whatever, but one thing I have to nitpick about is there is only one tool handle right here. Gosh darn you, Sheng Yuan. Sheng Yuan, why can't you put 2? But anyway, yeah, that's basically this build, and it's this build. But I'm going on to the actual minifigure himself. So here is Nightwing, and one thing I'm a little, you know, not iffy, I would say, just like a little, about is I made a custom Nightwing blue, and if I didn't make it, I could have just had this guy. So, I mean, I like my custom a lot better than this because reasons of the parts on this, I mean, printing on this, but I mean, if I didn't, like, let's say I didn't have it, I would use this, but I mean, it's not really a problem. I like my custom better and that's not because it's my custom, it's just because it's just something about it. I like it more. Tell me in the comments down below if you like it, but yeah, so I made a blue Nightwing because I've got really no use for this. That's just why, but other than that, let's go on to the minifigure and see that he has 2 blue rods as his accessory, and they are Extrema sticks, and these are actually really like thinner than Lego's official, but it does not matter. I think I might give these to my, because I like the looks of these. They're not as the same colors as official Lego, but I might give this to my custom because why not? But or I might just give this to the lightsaber that I stole. Put these on the lightsabers that I stole from the Jedi, but who cares really? Yeah, no one. But I'm glad they did not skip out on giving him these, because if they did, I would have been really ticked. Just because it's like, even though I'm not going to use this often, it's like, why can't you just give the freaking Nightwing his freaking Extrema sticks? But yeah, that's for Lego in the new 52. But yeah, anyway, here is starting off with one thing. I would have not given him this hair. I would have given this hair to Tim Drake. Yeah, Dick Grayson, same Nightwing. I mean, same Robin. Dick Grayson, Nightwing. Okay, no, Nightwing and Robin, that's just what I'm going to call it. I've given this hair to Robin and taken that Robin's hair and given it to him, and then, you know, same thing with the face. I'm not going to go into that entire thing. Yeah, other than that, he has black arms, and it reminds me of the actual official one, not the, like, the 2006 one, the new one that came out. It reminds me of that because there's really nothing other than the torso printing, and I believe that's actually how it went down for the official 2006 one, but other than that, he does have some waist printing, which is basically just a continuation of his torso. In his torso, he has the blue Nightwing symbol, which does go both to the back and the front, which I thought was nice. But one thing I have like to nitpick about this, other than like this entire minifigure is actually really nice, is that these 2 dots, they should have just been like a line, or like, or even just not been there, but like a line, like to show muscle or whatever. But then they were on the back too, and it's like, what the heck? But yeah, that's just a really nitpick of mine. It's just like so odd for me, but yeah, there you go with Nightwing, and that's pretty much it for this guy. And yeah, I'm just trying to stall time so I can put this gosh darn staff in his hand. But yeah, so there you go. There is Nightwing. So on to Superboy and his build. Now his build generally does not remind me of Superboy entirely. It's mainly because it just doesn't have I mean, it sort of like reminds me of a lab, sort of, but I mean, it looks, I don't know. He has a blue transparent thing which stands out right there, and then he has plant, and then he has his head, which I believe his head is more of an accessory to him than the glass over there, but it really does not actually matter. Either way you put it on, but yeah, there's a white head. If you need a white head to paint on, get this set. But yeah, basically that's his build, and there's really nothing much to talk about these builds other than the fact that they are builds. But yeah, I probably should have just showed you pictures so that it'd be less awkward of me talking. But getting on to the minifigure. So here is Connell, Superboy, the clone of Superman, which you would have known if you actually watched my Superboy minifigure, official Superboy minifigure review. So yeah, go check that out if you have not. And yeah, so there's an official Superboy if you've been living under a rock and you did not know that. But yeah, I'll probably do a comparison of the two sometime in the near future, because hands down, I'm not going to tell you which one's actually better, but yeah, you take a guess. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below if you're still watching up till now. But yeah, so basically his thing accessory is a vial glass thing, which Lego has actually not made a vial or glass thing with that has not had the green printing in it. So there you go with that if you want that. I mean, it's a cool accessory. I think it actually suits Superboy well. I mean, I think it should have been going with the Academy Superboy, and the build should have been switched too, but that does not matter at all. But yeah, so basically Superboy, starting out with one nitpick that I have to say is that he has no arm printing, and this is bootleg, so I wasn't expecting, you know, an extravaganza of arm printing, but it just would have been cool if they would have been able to do that. But I mean, if you have some spare paint, or it really doesn't matter to you, or you have the gamer from series, whatever, you have his arms, then yeah, then I say switch him out, or just leave him if you have no problem with it. But yeah, onto the minifigure himself. His pants, actually, they look pretty cool. They're like cool casual pants to give to any minifigure if you're gonna just use it. And then the belt does continue around. Not my favorite pants. I'm just not a big fan of them for some reason. Just don't like the way they look. But yeah, they're okay pants. He has black shoes, by the way, if you can tell, and the belt. So yeah. But his torso, basically is one thing I like. I think it's cool and slash kind of annoying is the dot printing, which you'll be able to see when I zoom in for you. Yeah, there you go, dot printing. That's one thing I'm not big of a fan of. It was on both the back, which I believe it does for McGann too, and no, you cannot fill the printing on the back. It's more like printed. I know it kind of looks like that with this part, but yeah, while we're in this position, there's his back printing and his front printing. I think the printing on like the torso is actually nice. Other than that annoying, you know, faded printing type thing, he has the S and then the cleavage, and basically that's basically it for him. Yeah, I want to say about the right part, but he has that messy hair that Robin does have, and his face, I mean, it resembles him for me, and he does have like that Asian eye look that I did say about before. But I mean, I think his eye should have been smaller, and yeah, but basically just that. Without other than that, this minifigure is actually an alright Superboy. So if you did not have a chance to buy the official, I'd say get this one or make a custom, whichever one you want. But yeah, there you go. So finally, the last minifigure of them all, we have Clone Superboy, Cadmus Superboy, whichever one you want to call him, and the white suit. So white Superboy, that's kind of racist, but who cares? But yeah, so onto his build. Like I said before, I do believe these builds and the accessories should have been switched out, but they were. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can switch them yourself, but yeah. So nothing really screams out Cadmus to me more like than a plain-looking build. By plain, I do not mean plain. I mean, even though it's sort of plain, but a plain like as in vroom vroom plain. Sorry, this is late at night, so I might say some crazy stuff. But he does get a whip along with like the one that Megan gets. I mean, so they're sort of lovers. So I mean, that's cool that they get the same thing, you know. Yeah, whatever. So I mean, yeah, I don't know why he'd get a whip, but it doesn't really matter. But other than that, he has this plain looking thing, and then he has that transparent green part, which really doesn't matter. And then I actually want to talk about this while I'm actually on the build, because it does relate to it. But before, with my original package shipment, whatever, I did have a problem where there was a missing piece, and it was that piece. But that was resolved, and he shipped me a new one, which was nice. So yeah, I don't know the seller's name. I think it's the Toy Jeweler. So yeah, if you ever want to buy something from him, I recommend him. But yeah, so it won't stand on for some reason, but yeah, so I have 2 Superboys, by the way. But yeah, so I mean, that was nice of him, but yeah, so there you go. There is the build. Onto the actual minifigure himself. That was odd. And finally, the last minifigure, last but not least, Superboy, Cadmus, white version, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so this is Cadmus, you know, it's Superboy from the first episode, not first, I think he appeared in the first or second episode of Young Justice. So this is how he originally appeared, guys. I know it's odd, but yeah, so basically he has as an accessory this white cheap part, which I think would have suited more with the other Superboy. I don't know why, but I mean, yeah, so I mean, it's a nice piece to have, but just a little weird for me. I'm not sure. I mean, I think you should have got something that looks like it came out of a lab. But yeah, other than that, the minifigure is actually really nice. For the lack of printing, other than that, it's just like, I mean, it's just got a like standout feel to me, and I sort of like it. It actually blends in with my background. But yeah, so I just burped if you can tell. It was a weak one, but yeah, the force was not strong with that burp. But yeah, onto the figure. His face is sort of the same face that you get with this guy. I mean, it's the same face basically, but like with a changed mouth and expression, and then he has the Asian eyes, and he has the black hair that's scruffy, and then he has the Superboy, you know, basically the same printing on the torso, except he doesn't have that faded thing, and it's a white torso, and there is no cleavage, but he has Superman symbol, no leg printing, and yeah, there's the back printing. So that's the plainest minifigure probably out of this entire wave, but I mean, it's still pretty neato. if I don't say so myself. I like it, so yeah, you should like it too. But yeah, that's basically it for this minifigure, and concludes the review. Another thing is, these are the instructions. Before I forget to, you know, show you these. These are the instructions. You may notice that Roy is outlined, but I had to do that for the pictures I sent to the seller when that was the missing piece. But yeah, by the way, guys, check out the haul video if you have not, so you can understand this more fully. Yeah, basically these are instructions, and they are very thorough. You don't have to think on your own, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that's basically it, and that's how you can tell that I was not lying when I said all of these builds go with all of these people. Yeah, there's the serial code. But yeah, there you go with that. Yeah, now that concludes this video, other than the outro. So yeah, as said before, this is the conclusion of the showcase, the outro, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so basically, as a rating of these figures, I'd give them, out of a 10, I'd give them a 7.5. I probably said that for a lot of things, but I mean, they're nice figures and all. It's just first off, the arms, and if you don't have the money to buy the arms, new arms, or you don't have the arms in stock, I do, I think, for the majority of them, and some of them I won't give. You know what, I'll tell you that in the other video. But yeah, so I give them a 7.5. If you don't have a just basically the arms and some of the misprinting, and because I don't know, plastic feels a little cheaper, just 7.5. But other than that, they are great minifigures. The customization on them is cool. They remind me of the Young Justice figures. The builds are just an extra bonus, yeah. But so yeah, basically, like I said before, go to the toy jeweler. That's where I got these minifigures from. I paid $6.51, so I mean that's less than $1 for each figure, so that's great. By the way, you get 8 figures if you could not count. So yeah, there you go with that. This is a Sheng Yuan Bootleg, not the cool Sheng Yuan. So yeah, these minifigures have some really cool printing on them. So make sure, if you are interested, you check them out. But yeah, so subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Like this video if you like this video, and add this video to your favorites. Comment down below letting me know how we did on this video and or your opinions on these figures. Also, you can go follow me on Instagram at JSBricks, where you can see behind the scenes stuff. Or not really behind the scenes, but I mean in certain areas, stop motion wise, behind the scenes, and sort of filming behind the scenes. But yeah, basically that's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Go subscribe to my other channel, JS Films. I post stop motions on there. By the time this video is out, the Martian Manhunter video will be up, and other videos and stuff. So yeah, that's basically it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. I spit on my camera so much during this video. Yeah.